Hey guys, I'm TJ, and welcome to Super Nintendo World. I just got out of the park, but before we move on, I want you to take a look at this video. This details my experience at Super Nintendo World. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Cat theme on his shirt.
Oh my god, we're here! Alright, so we're here inside the Kart challenge of Super Nintendo World, and we got about a 30 to 40 minute wait before we get in line, so it's not that bad. It's about 7:30 a.m. as of this, and this is the premier attraction of Super Nintendo World. So as soon as we get up there, I'll show you how it works as far as like what you have to wear to get in to enjoy the ride. But in the meantime, I'm going to see about enjoying the scenery here because there's a lot of nice stuff in here. So, yeah, take a look at these guys right here. Alright, that's part of the line right there. And let's see what else we got. We got a couple of icons and set pieces of this attraction here. We got the typical Universal Studios the trophy up there. And the many different types of the circuit trophies that's made the game popular right there. The line just keeps going down. Oh, there's part of the line right there. This line's moving fairly well, but then again, it is early in the morning. And I would say in about 1 hour, when everybody gets settled in, and that's going to be the same time where the area timed entry protocol gets activated, and once this attraction or this once the Super Nintendo World becomes more populated. But we're making great progress with this line. I'm really excited to see how this ride turns out. Yoshi's Egg Market. That one's for you, Remo. Barrels of oil. This tire service, a bomb. There's some nice set pieces here. I highly doubt this would top the Hollywood version though. I mean, I may have the same set pieces, but just the atmosphere itself. I'm really stoked right now. Like, I nearly came into tears with the moment I walked out of the tunnel. Like, I wasn't as emotional as I thought I would be, but you know, I was holding it back pretty well for the most part. Winner takes the Golden Cup. Yeah, that's what we'll be playing for in this attraction here. Oh, that's another thing. The staff is really friendly in here. Universal Studios Japan. I didn't record it all, but they do have an opening ceremony before the gates open. I think that's how they do it in Hollywood as well too. Very friendly staff. They the system was really weird at first. They were letting only the people with express passes in first, and then they let everybody else in. But we just got lucky to even arrive inside Super Nintendo World without an area timed entry. Yep, there's the line. The line is continue on, but we're making great progress. Oh, the Bowser family right there. There's the cannon from the bomb. There's the line, but it's moving pretty well. Moving pretty well so far. I like the progress as this is going. I would say a couple hours from now, this is going to be booked. It'll be at a standstill. There's even long wait times as long as 3 hours. Yes, 3 hours just to get into this 5-minute attraction. I would say right now it is worth it just to come in here. We get here early in the morning, but in the afternoon you're going to pretty much spend the entire day just to stay in line for this particular attraction. So I had to check the app, the Universal Studios Japan app for the wait times, and for the Mario Kart Koopa Challenge, it is an 80-minute wait time. That's if you start at the end of the line. Luckily, I think we're about roughly 2/3 into the line right now. So we got about, from this position, we got about 30 minutes before we can actually do the ride. And mind you, this ride is only 5 minutes long. As of this moment, considering where we're at in terms of waiting, I don't think it'll be worth it. Yo, that's a nice balloon right there. Look what's inside the question block. Yep, red mushroom. And there's the line. Don't forget we came all the way down there. That's like the 3rd entry point of the line right there. And look how peaceful it is in the library here. Hey, you know. All right, so the entrance where we looks like we gather our VR headsets is right there, and I'll show you in a moment as time permits how we assemble and put on these helmets shortly. So this is, and I think this room is the instructions room as to basically safety precautions, all that stuff, how we can play inside the Mario Kart Challenge. Oh wow, this is like the main broadcast station, the crew station for this area here. And so we just got our VR headsets here. The only thing left is the sunglasses that you attach on the bottom of this visor here, which plays a huge part of the AR headset. And the way it works is that when you put on when you assemble the goggles here while the ride is playing, the augmented reality will play through the glasses, through the visor that is, while the ride is going, so you can interact with the ride. This is a pretty cool setup right here. So I'm gonna put this on, and pretty soon, during the instructional videos, I'm gonna have to cut it out because I can't record the entire attraction, the entire transaction while this is going on. So I'm gonna be holding like I think like some sort of toy gun, and see how they're assembling it on their heads. On their heads right there, that's how we do it. The only thing left is our sunglasses, so that's all we got right there. What's up, Jet? Alright, so stay tuned. I will be coming up, on the next segment I'll be coming up with my review of how the ride went. That's too bright. Oh, we're Team Mario? Oh, Team Koopa, boo. Or yeah, depending how you see it. Oh shit, I realized we're Team Koopa. Damn. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, the line's not that bad, okay.
There it is.
Alright. Nice. You got some good gifts. Alright, so we just got off the ride of the Mario Kart Koopa Challenge about a half hour ago. I'll explain why it took so long to record the next segment. So, first of all, really fun ride. The way it's set up, the augmented reality glasses that attach to the visor, it blends in pretty well with the background on the ride, and you have to turn your head where the visor is. Your field of vision basically is to aim and shoot your enemies with the shells. And I accumulated about over 120 coins. My brother Jet accumulated about over 100, almost 130, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, over 130 coins. He used he got the #1 spot in the group, but he didn't get first place though. So, but it was a really fun ride. I actually had a great time, and even the drifting as well. The drifting mechanism was actually smooth for the most part. At the end of the ride, we got some coins based off of our achievements that we completed or earned in the Mario Kart Koopa Challenge ride, and I got a good amount of points. I have about 480 coins right now. We go by coins, not points, but coins, and Jet has around 700 coins. And the reason why is because, in case you're wondering where we're in Kinopio's cafe, and we ordered a lot of food, which we're going to show you what we ordered in a moment. And there was a station where you can pin this onto the wristband, to the pad on the wall. You got to choose one or two gifts, and he got the super golden bell, and he got a lot of coins off of that. So 30 coins. Well, it's not. He still got a lot though. So we also got a bunch of extra coins as well too. One of which was coming in during spring break. It is spring break right now, officially in Japan. Yesterday was spring equinox. It's a national holiday where a lot of government and schools are closed off. And we also got another set of coins where we came in during opening month because, mind you, this is the second anniversary in which Super Nintendo World opened at Universal Studios Japan. And this gold Mario band right here represents the 2-year anniversary of Super Nintendo World opening at Universal Studios Japan. So I'm really excited about the food that we ordered. Well, it's going to take a while because we did order a lot of stuff, but the first thing I did get was this right here. I was told to stir it, and it does have looks like gummy.
It's like a jelly. It's like jelly tapioca. Not tapioca, but
okay.
jelly.
So we're gonna give this a try real quick. Oh. Yeah, that's really sweet. Delicious but sweet. I've had a lot of sweet stuff within the first 4.5 days of our trip here. This is by far the sweetest thing I've tried, but it's really good, and also tang as well too. So we're just gonna wait for our order and see how it turns out. All right, so we ordered a lot of stuff. So I got the hamburg steak with rice right here, and then we also got the. Hold on, let me. What the hell's going on here? There we go. There we go. So we also got the firecracker spaghetti right here with meatballs, and I think that's a Parmesan crisp right there. And then we also got the Yoshi's carbonara right here too. That looks really delicious. On Jet's side, we got the teriyaki chicken with fried rice, but this is his main meal right here. The Luigi's curry chicken with fries, and then we also got here the yep, there we go, the mushroom bowl with bread on top. So I'm gonna dig on this, and I'll let you know how this turns out. Oh, there is one more dish I forgot to point out as well too, but I'm gonna wait till the next segment for that. Alright, so the first thing I tried is my main dish, which is the hamburg steak with rice. I like the spinach topping right there. It also has this crusted, almost like a thin pretzel layer, and it has a demi-glace sauce smothered all over it. This is pretty good. I'm gonna finish this first and try on the next dish. The next thing I did was the mushroom pizza bowl, and this is actually looks really good. Very cheesy texture. It has let me try this real quick. I can see the oil on this one. Very cheesy. Has a good mushroom flavor to it. I'm gonna try with the bread right here. Oh man, hold on. Let me make sure I get the right. There we go. Got you. That's really good. I like this one. I think I'll finish this first before I finish this one. Now, how's that turned out?
This one?
Yeah.
The rice is very plain, but it's completed by the teriyaki chicken.
Okay.
Chicken's not too rich. It's tender.
Okay.
The sauce is light. That's all there.
And can you say again how the green curry chicken was? The sandwich right here?
The chicken itself was a little bit unseasoned. So it could use a little bit more seasoning, a little more flavor. But the green curry itself is pretty delicious. I kind of wish it was covering the whole thing, if anything, or I wish it was more. Maybe I just need to work myself to the middle, but it has a nice Indian green curry flavor to it.
Gotcha. Okay, good. How does spaghetti taste, by the way?
Very light. I personally am a fan of meat sauce. This is just marinara with meatballs on it. But otherwise, it's a very light flavor. I'm getting generally it's a light flavor all around, especially when you compare to American taste buds. Okay. Carbonara, if anything, is on par with what I'd expect. It's already a light flavor, rich, simple, and it's really nothing that can go wrong with that dish.
Good. Nice. Alright, and with all that said and done, I'm going to take his word for it, but I am going to finish my food before it gets even colder. After this, we're going to go straight into the final plate, which is to the right. It's on the silver plate right there. I'm pretty sure you can guess what that is, but stay tuned for that. Alright, so while Jet finishes the last of the teriyaki chicken with rice, first of all, look at what we've done. We've already shared and devoured everything that we've had on these plates. My personal favorite, surprisingly, I thought it was going to be the hamburger steak with rice, but it turned out to be the mushroom pizza bowl with the bread on top of it. Had wonderful flavor, excellent amount of cheese. I think it was like a marinara sauce in store with mushrooms and a little bit of tomato as well too. I like this one. It was dipping the bread that was on top of it and scooping it up in the soup. So it turned out pretty well. So now that we've got that out of the way, or at least while Jet's finishing it up, we're gonna focus. Oh, sorry.
I'm still eating here, man.
All right. Ooh, excuse me. We are gonna devour this. This is the Princess Peach's cake, and if you're familiar with Super Mario 64, at the very end of this game, you see this screen of little figures of Mario and Peach on top of the cake right here, and this cake is the exact same cake inspired by that cake screen at the end of Super Mario 64, and it has a good amount of whipped cream, some sprinkles. Looks like figurines of the superstar, the power star, and also a cookie. And I think this is grape, but I'm gonna give this a try to see what this is. And raspberries. I think the only minor difference is that instead of strawberries, it's actually raspberries. But I think that's a good touch. I'm gonna give this. Oh, and I forgot to mention this has a cookie right here. I'm not gonna read that to you, but I'm pretty sure you guys can read that. But it has this cake with this note right here. It's a little cookie. So we're gonna share this. I'm not as full as I thought I'd be because we did a lot of walking these past few days, including today where we had a jog from the entrance of Universal Studios Japan to Super Nintendo World inside. So I'm gonna give the final verdict on this cake as soon as I'm done finishing this. All right, so we just cut them in quarts right here, but my God, I think this is probably one of the best cakes, if not the best cake I've had in my life. First of all, it's a shortbread cookie, so this was actually pretty good. Second of all, it's a multi-layered cake, and the whipped cream. This is actually not that sweet. I like how it's like the perfect right amount of sweetness, for lack of a better term, on this cake. Whipped cream has a really good texture, and it's not that sweet too. And if you remember on the previous shot, the three round pieces of fruit that was on top. That was, I think that's mango. So, but it turns out to be pretty good. There's also the strawberries inside of this as well too. Well, there's not in this slice, but if you look over here, see there's a good amount of strawberries in like in the middle of this cake. And I did say that the pizza mushroom bowl was the best thing. I might change my mind and say this was probably the best thing I've had in Kinopio's Cafe, and it was worth the price. Okay. Oh man, it's a good thing we ate at Kinopio's Cafe after the Koopa challenge. Otherwise, you would have to wait until, see that lady over there? Holding a sign that says accepting queues between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Wait, 1 p.m. and 2 p.m.? Holy shit. And it's only what time? 10:25? Damn, that's a 2.5 hour wait. Well, at least we got our breakfast or lunch or brunch. The whole point is to hit the block, hit the power block over there when the shell is about to enter the pipe. That way the shell will hit the blue power block and that gives you a key. And I'll let you know what these keys are. We already got one key so far. With the Goomba log right here, we had to spin a wheel to make sure the Goomba falls off the log. So let's show you. So you're supposed to hit the block right about now. Oh. Hold on. Let's see. Gotta hit it right about right there. Supposed to hit it right there. There you go. And you got it right there. But we're in line for the Piranha Plant clock game, where the whole point is to go around this little platform, and the Piranha Plant has to be asleep at all times. There will be certain spots within this area where you have to turn off the alarm clock to keep the Piranha Plant asleep. If you succeed within a time limit, you should be able to get a key right there as well too. We got one key. We're gonna attempt keys 2 and 3, and there's supposed to be 2 more after this, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna do some shopping real quick. We're about to be out of here real soon, but first, this big doorway over here that you see, this is gonna be the entrance of their next big attraction, which is the Donkey Kong minecart. I have no idea what it looks like, but it's gonna open here first in Universal Studios Japan before it opens up in Hollywood, and later in a couple years in Florida. But I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Looking forward to seeing all the videos on social media. Hopefully I can come back here real soon, maybe within 2 years from now, to check this ride out. It's a good thing we got here way early in the morning. Otherwise, we had to deal with all this line. This is for the area time entry ticket holders, for those that came in late and had to had to register their park passes to come in at a certain time frame to control the crowds. Oh, so glad we came in here. I think coming here at around 5:30 in the morning is well worth it. But now we're going to explore the other part, or the rest of the park. And now that we're going to explore the park, I want to thank you for watching my video. You know, I'm sad to leave that part of the park, but I got the exact last. But I'm just glad that we were able to come here early in the morning. It was well worth it. The only thing I was disappointed about was the store, the One Up Factory and the Kart Motor Store. Didn't have a lot of gear, but I was able to get what I could. I missed a few people on the list because they didn't have a lot of stuff, but other than that, it was a really fun experience. I don't know how Hollywood's gonna top that when I go there sometime soon. So let's see. Well, I just don't know if I'm gonna be extremely overwhelmed or underwhelmed by Hollywood. Alright guys, other than that, thanks for watching my video, and I will see you next time.